It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From downtown Milwaukee, tonight it's the hometown Milwaukee Bucks getting set to match up with the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Thunder control the tap. Westbrook, now Adams, down low. To Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, had him going there for a second. Knocks it down, off the step back.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Bledsoe with the basketball. Down just a couple. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for 2 shots. A career 74% free throw shooter. First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. Westbrook across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. It's PG for 2. Paul George, 2 for 2. That's what you want. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Westbrook into the front court. Lead is 2. Paul George to Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. Westbrook to Paul George. OKC now with 4 to shoot. Gets it in the left corner. Westbrook. Rebounds pulled in by the Bucks. Bledsoe with it up top. Down 2. They'll get it down low to Lopez. Oh, emphatic slam.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Westbrook into the front court. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. PG lets it fly. Paul George, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
It's Russ at the controls. Nothing going here on that drive. It's the free throw. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Substitutions, Oklahoma City.
Down to 5 on the 24. Paul George. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
To Antetokounmpo. Thunder with the basketball. George, now a steal by Milwaukee. To Antetokounmpo. And scores.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. Up by 3. Paul George to Adams. With the step back.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Antetokounmpo to George Hill. Nothing going here on that drive. Here's a chance from long range. Jay, he's shaking his head. The guilty party. He knows it's better to be lucky than good.
Or he knows it was just a really bad shot that just happened to go in. But sometimes when the basketball heavens drop a gift in your lap, you take it.
The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
Antetokounmpo to Lopez. Knocked loose. To Antetokounmpo. Good. Off a spin. George. Deep left corner. Add 2 points to the board. That ends the first quarter. The Thunder with the lead. On to the second quarter. Jay, I don't know if we're going to see quite that level of offensive production that we saw to start this one.
Yeah, I got to hedge the bet because I got to talk to the defense right now. You have to actually play defense on people to stop people in this league.
The Thunder have the possession. So important to take care of the basketball. Easy, too, on the other end after the turnover.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Hill into the front court. They're down 3. Almost, and he's not getting the call.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shots.
Hill across the timeline, down 5. To Middleton. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. George Hill. Now pass taken away by the Thunder.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Schroeder against Connaughton. To George. Short jumper off the mark. Hill into the front court. 5-point game. Schroeder with the board. George lets it fly and scores. Nice move, Jay.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
The Thunder will use a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Stepping in for the Bucks, number 30.
Westbrook to Paul George. Westbrook to George. 4-3. Rebound taken down by the Bucks. To Adetokunbo. Can't connect. To Paul George. Not that time. He misses. No good, and no foul. Westbrook with it. Up 5. Ferguson to George. Here comes the screen.
In the second quarter.
Paul George to Westbrook. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock. George buries it on the catch and shoot.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up a 3.
Bucks at the controls. Hill to Adetokunbo. Screen coming. Slam dunk.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Westbrook with the basketball. Up by 6. George to Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. It's Westbrook. Rebound taken by Milwaukee. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
Every NBA player has a superpower. His, obviously, is that depth perception, because that trajectory leads the ball to the net every time.
Paul George to Westbrook. Not that time. Middleton to Hill. No good. Westbrook across the timeline. 4 points the differential as we come up on halftime. Down to Grant. DJ Wilson sends it away. Trying to cash in, not that time.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Jeremy Grant is going to get a chance at 3 here. Career mark of 64%. First one, count it.
I like that.
And he hits the second.
Number 6, Eric Bledsoe.
And he missed it. 2 for 3 on this trip. This quarter's in the books. Thunder with the lead.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Thunder entered halftime with a solid lead, and these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. These are the guys getting buckets for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Bucks would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. And someone needs to step up offensively if they plan to win this game. Not a single player has gotten into double digits yet.
First half stats. Player of the half.
Paul George has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Giannis in control of the basketball. The deficit is 6. To Middleton. Nothing going here on that drive. Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Westbrook into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. To Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Westbrook into the front court. Up 6. George. 5 seconds to shoot. Ferguson to Westbrook. George. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Notice that the defense isn't giving him as much space anymore. They're crowding him every time he catches the ball and really getting into his legs defensively.
Ah, you've got to get that one to go. Westbrook with it. Looking to make something happen. Paul George to Westbrook. George goes to the right side. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Paul George to Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. Westbrook to the basket, but his shot won't fall.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
George to Westbrook. Nothing going. Paul George to Westbrook. Beyond the arc for 3. It was contested, but Paul George still dials in for 3.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, 4 out of 7.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Adams to George. Another chance. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration. Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Substitutions. Milwaukee.
The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Schroeder to Paul George. Here comes the screen. George. The screen sets him up for 2.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I got to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
George. The Bucks at the controls. Bledsoe. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. Slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Number 17, Dennis Schroeder.
Has a chance. Just not going down. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Thunder with the lead. The Thunder have it to start the fourth quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
It's Westbrook. The shot, almost.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Bledsoe to Middleton. Strong finish for Paul George.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Bledsoe with the basketball. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. And the Thunder with the rebound. Westbrook with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Has a look. Off the mark. Well contested.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Nothing going here on that drive. And the rebound comes to OKC. Westbrook across the timeline. His team on top by 8. To George. Active fans to stay with it. We'll get a jump. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Bledsoe with it up top. Margins 8 to Middleton. Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Old
To Paul George. Whoa! What a finish!
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Bucks. Here comes the screen. Sizing up the defense. Antetokounmpo. Short jumper stays out. Here's Schroeder with it. It's an 8-point lead. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Jeremy Grant has got 2 shots coming, shooting 66% in this contest. First free throw is good.
Number 3, George Hill.
And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. Trying to catch Giannis off the mark. Now a steal by Milwaukee.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Brook Lopez. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Thunder with the basketball. Schroeder to Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. Off the assist. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Thunder have it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Giannis with it up top. His guy's down 11. Bledsoe. And scores. Strong take.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. Antetokounmpo. Deep right corner. Bledsoe. Good for 3.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Westbrook into the front court. His team leads it by 10. To Schroeder. George can't go down. Smothering defense. Straight on 3. At the buzzer. Good victory here for the Thunder as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Thunder were solid in today's opportunistic on defense, and it earned them a bunch of steals. Those first turnovers made all of the difference. The Bucks couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game trap. Points in the paint.
As you can see in the highlights, this team did a great job of staying competitive and putting in the necessary effort to get the win.
Player of the game.
Paul George could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose, signing out.